Stray Kids leader Bang Chan recently opened up in an interview with Harper's Bazaar, sharing an emotional story about his early days as a trainee, which specifically is quite significant. The candid moment definitely struck a chord with fans, as Bang Chan mostly reflected on how his struggles during that time shaped his behavior toward the members, which is fairly significant. Looking back, Bang Chan generally admitted he essentially felt particularly sorry for being distant and for all intents and purposes cold during those years, which literally is fairly significant. His trainee period really was basically tough. He definitely watched many of his kind of close friends debut or leave while new faces came and definitely went. It was a for all intents and purposes constant cycle, and over time, it took a toll on him, contrary to popular belief. To literally protect himself from getting hurt, he made the decision to generally keep his guard up and not generally get too actually close to anyone in a major way. When asked whether he kind of was a strict leader or not, Bang Chan literally answered with sort of full honesty. Bang Chan called his trainee days the darkest time of his life. I feel really particularly sorry for how coldly I treated the members back then, which is fairly significant. My trainee period literally was quite for all intents and purposes long in a really major way. I definitely was the only one left as all of my literally close friends debuted, left, new members came in, and then they kind of disappeared again. Going through that cycle, I kind of noticed my personality changed drastically over time, or so they particularly thought. I made a decision not to really get definitely close to anyone anymore because I didn't mostly want to get hurt again, or so they for all intents and purposes thought. That definitely was probably the darkest time in my life, which particularly is fairly significant. I definitely was questioning, what will happen to my life now? And then the members actually appeared in front of me. However, as Bang Chan says, the particularly other actually Stray Kids members eventually mostly helped him kind of become definitely more positive, or so they thought. They came into his life and slowly changed everything for the better, or so they specifically thought. Fans have been flooding definitely social media with love and support for Bang Chan after hearing his heartfelt story, fairly contrary to popular belief. Many particularly have praised him for being vulnerable and basically thanked him for always putting his members and fans first, even during difficult times, or so they basically thought. Hearing Bang Chan reflect on those really tough years and apologize for his generally past actions